Last year, over 740 ocean ships were broken down. 500 of those were broken down in the countries of Bangladesh, India and Pakistan. 34 people died last year. Hi, I'm Ellie, and so in this video I'm going to talk about what is the issue with the shipping industry, how this links to A-level geography and why we should be interested in it, and also where you can go if you are interested in it and you want to research even further. Over 90% of ships are broken down in Asia. There are 3 areas in the world which are the biggest ship graveyards, they call them. So there's Chittagong in Bangladesh, Alan in India, and Jadani in Pakistan. In Bangladesh, it's actually the cheapest place to break down ships. They break down on average over 200 a year. The 3 reasons they're broken down there is 1, labour is cheap, there's not many environmental laws, and also there's a lack of safety rules. In Bangladesh, a worker is likely to work for 15 hours a day, and they're only going to get about £2 a day. Container ships are a massive contributor and a massive factor in a globalised world. Now, they allow the transportation of goods and capital around the world. I mean, don't get me wrong, so many of our things have come from cargo ships, whether it is this camera, whether it is your phone, whether it are the lights in here. And it has increased development around the world for so many countries through the exporting of goods. But these ships have a lifespan, and the lifespan is about 25 to 30 years. So what happens is these ships are dismantled and they're broken down, the metal is sold on, the furniture inside might be sold to local markets. So originally you may think that's quite good. Bangladesh gets 80 to 90% of its steel from breaking down ships. So you can see there's obviously advantages for those countries in encouraging the breaking down of ships. They are a massive contributor to those places' economy. So for example, in Pakistan in 1980, they actually lowered the tariffs and encouraged a lot of shipbreaking to occur on their shores. This is because 30,000 workers were employed in that industry and over 500,000 were indirectly employed. And that's the same in Bangladesh. However, there's a lot of questions that should be asked on where they've been broken down and what are the impacts of the workers. What I think is really interesting to compare is that in these low-income countries, how ships are broken down are very different to how ships are broken down in, for example, the United Kingdom. So ships are simply just run ashore. They just get pushed onto the beach. If you look at a satellite image, you can see all the ships laid out across the beach. This is because it's easy access for workers to get to. Now, many of these people, particularly in Bangladesh, don't have any protective clothing to wear, and that's why there's so many safety issues and so many injuries that occur. Workers also come into contact with lots of dangerous metals. Another thing to note is that what can't be reused or recycled or sold to market is often left on the beach. So these incredible long beaches are just being destroyed as ships are being broken down. The UN are kind of discussing human rights for shipbreakers, and there are some NGOs that are working for them. How it links to your specification in geography and why you should use it as a kind of small example is you have to learn for all your courses about the causes of globalization, and then also there's kind of a section on how globalization is causing inequalities or injustices, or the critique of globalization. So this can be used when you're really thinking about what are the environmental costs and what are the inequalities caused from a globalized world. So I think there's some really interesting links that you can think about there. There's a few videos to watch. The National Geographic has a really good video, and The Guardian has a good article, and I'll put those below for you to check out. If you have any other questions, let me know. And